Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hello everyone, so taking a look at the markets here, we're going to look at SPY, the Dow, IWM, and VIX. And with the pullback that we saw today, we filled the gap on the daily time frame and closed very weak at the end of the day. We've seen that before, and it's looking more and more like the weekly time frames are setting up for equilibrium patterns, and we'll look at that in just a moment. But starting with the daily time frame, as far as SPY is concerned, anything above 269.64 is a high or low. So we do still have a couple percent before we have that in jeopardy. And like I said, we filled the gap on the daily chart. The momentum is favoring the bears with the week end of the day close. And this is the setup on the weekly chart. We still have 3 trading days to go, but I'm looking at the high, the all-time high, the low of the dump, and this being a potential lower high. And that's because I'm seeing signs on all markets that are showing this potential for this equilibrium pattern to form. But as of right now, in this moment, we need another red day tomorrow for the bears to see follow through and confirm this candlestick. If the bulls show up tomorrow and form another bullish candlestick in a daily high or low, the odds that our weekly lower high being set is not as high. So if we lose the daily high or low pattern, which is that key support down at 269.64, that would be very convincing that a weekly equilibrium pattern is coming. It would increase the odds significantly. So right now it's up to the bears. The bears have to prove to us the top of the bounce is in and the bears are taking back over to knock the price down. And we will anticipate a higher low to form if that is the case. And if these equilibrium patterns do form, I would expect a break towards the end of March. And that break will give us a lot of clarity. If we get a bull break, we're looking back towards all-time highs. And if we get a bear break, it's the most significant shift for the bears in this market in well over a year. So it's going to be a very important longer-term pattern to be watching, and if we do get a break at the end of March, it could dictate momentum for the next couple months. So that's something I'm keeping a close eye on. So checking on the Dow here, we have, again, closing near the low. The gap has not filled yet. The low of the past 2 days right at the same levels, and the gap to fill is 25,313 if we pull back again tomorrow. Same thing. Bears have to confirm this follow-through and need another red day tomorrow. And the weekly time frame, all-time high, low of the dump, potential lower high, and if we break the daily high or low down here at 24,793, if we break that level, the odds that the weekly time frame forms a weekly equilibrium will increase substantially. Looking at IWM. IWM, again, close at the low of the day. The bears had the momentum. The higher low here on IWM is closer. That's at 151.67, and we're less than a percentage above that level, so that could be in jeopardy of being lost this week. And again, all-time high, low of the dump, potential lower high, and then we'll pull back and look to form a higher low sometime in the next couple of weeks. So the daily higher low pattern is what we're keeping an eye on, and if it breaks, the odds of the weekly equilibrium pattern will significantly shift into that favor. VIX is a bullish, seeing a nice solid bullish candlestick today, but it's still just a lower high. So we have to keep in mind we had the high of the short squeeze, then we had a lower high, another lower high, every bounce attempt. So the last lower high was 21.34. If this bounce cannot break 21.34, it's just another lower high, and we're going to have to form a higher low and a higher high to shift the momentum from consolidation back to favoring the bulls. Looking for the potential equilibrium pattern here as well. Pretty healthy consolidation overall from the breakout. No huge dump, not giving back all the bull move. And we're pulling back. Our new support is $15.29, and the bulls are going to look to see a bull move and try and head into the mid-$20 range to form an equilibrium pattern on this weekly time frame as well. And obviously, it's in the inverse direction of the other three. So if we get further pullback, bears follow through tomorrow, we will be looking for VIX to see some follow through. So essentially, as I said on all those dailies, if we break the higher low pattern, the odds of a weekly equilibrium pattern will increase. Same thing with VIX in the opposite. If we break the lower high pattern, the odds of an equilibrium pattern on the weekly will increase, and it will favor the opposite, with the bulls needing the upside. So that's where we stand. Again, this is a pattern that we're going to be looking at to play out for the next month, and it could, every single day we get more information. So depending on how much volume we get or how much bearish downside, every single day is going to shift the percentage chance to a certain degree that this pattern is going to play out or not. And I'm confident that it is just because it's the most common pattern after you see volatility, and certainly we've seen a ton of volatility the past month with the dump and the bounce. So we're going to keep a tap on it. We'll keep you informed. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.